More than 2,000 years ago, long before the first computer chip or telescope, the ancient Greeks built a machine so precise and complex that it still amazes scientists today. Hidden for centuries beneath the sea, it could track the movements of the sun, the moon, and even predict eclipses, all powered by a series of bronze gears. This is the Antikythera Mechanism, often called the world's first computer. And the deeper we study it, the more it challenges what we thought we knew about ancient technology. In the year 1900, near the quiet Greek island of Antikythera, a group of sponge divers set out on a routine expedition. They weren't looking for treasure, only sea sponges to sell back on shore. But fate had other plans. Beneath the turquoise waters, at a depth of nearly 150 feet, they stumbled upon the scattered remains of an ancient shipwreck. Massive amphorae lay broken across the seabed. Bronze statues rested half-buried in sand. The wreck had clearly once carried the riches of a great civilization, perhaps Roman, perhaps Greek. Among the debris, one diver spotted a strange lump of bronze, fused tightly with fragments of decaying wood. It was small, encrusted, and unremarkable at first glance, but something about it seemed mechanical. When archaeologists examined the find months later, they were stunned. Inside the corroded mass were gears, tiny, intricate bronze gears, precisely cut and interlocked. The kind you might expect to see in a modern clock, not in an artifact over 2,000 years old. That discovery would soon spark one of archaeology's greatest mysteries, the search to understand the ancient world's most advanced machine, the Antikythera Mechanism. The strange bronze fragment recovered from the shipwreck would soon become known as the Antikythera Mechanism, and it left researchers completely stunned. At first glance, it appeared to be nothing more than a corroded mass of metal. But inside were over 30 bronze gears, each one precisely cut and perfectly interlocking, all contained within a box no larger than a shoebox. It was unlike anything ever found from the ancient world. But what was it for? For decades, no one could agree. Some believed it was an astrolabe, used to measure the positions of stars. Others suggested it was a navigational tool, helping ancient sailors find their way across the Mediterranean. Yet none of these theories fully explained the level of precision hidden inside. Then, in the 1950s, a British physicist and historian named Derek de Solla Price began to investigate. Using the earliest forms of X-ray imaging, he peered inside the corroded fragments and uncovered a hidden world. Delicate inscriptions, perfectly aligned gears, and markings that seemed mathematical in nature. What he discovered changed everything. The gears weren't random at all. They formed a complex mechanical system designed to predict astronomical events, the movements of the sun, the moon, and even the planets. This wasn't just an instrument. It was an ancient analog computer, created over 2,000 years ago, capable of performing calculations that would take centuries to reappear in human technology. A machine built not for war or wealth, but for understanding the cosmos itself. So who could have built something so far ahead of its time? Many historians believe the mechanism was designed by Greek engineers from the island of Rhodes, where a school of astronomy and mathematics once flourished. One possible creator was Hipparchus of Nicaea, a brilliant astronomer who lived around 150 BCE. He was the first to accurately calculate the distance between the Earth and the Moon, and his astronomical models match those used in the Antikythera Mechanism. Another theory points to Posidonius, a philosopher and inventor known for his mechanical devices and deep knowledge of celestial motion. Whoever it was, they weren't just craftsmen. They were scientists, mathematicians, and engineers working at the limits of ancient technology. Their work combined precision metalworking, astronomical data, and complex geometry, all without modern tools, electricity, or computers. But here's the mystery. If the Greeks could build such a machine, why don't we see others like it in history? After the fall of ancient Greece and Rome, the knowledge of this kind of precision engineering seems to have vanished. No similar devices appear in the record for over 1,000 years. until the rise of European clockmakers in the 14th century. It's as if an entire branch of technological knowledge was lost, forgotten beneath the waves of time. Some researchers believe there were once many such mechanisms used in observatories or schools that were destroyed or recycled for their valuable bronze. If true, the Antikythera mechanism might be the last surviving link to a lost age of scientific innovation. Over the past few decades, technology has finally caught up with the device itself. In the early 2000s, a team of international researchers used advanced CT scanning and 3D imaging to map every detail of the Antikythera fragments. They discovered hidden inscriptions, instructions for use, engraved by its creator. The text described celestial cycles, eclipse predictions, and even references to ancient Greek games like the Olympics, timed according to the stars. The new data allowed scientists to create working replicas, proving that the device truly functioned as a complex astronomical calculator. And today, museums around the world display digital reconstructions that show the mechanism in motion, turning gears that once mirrored the dance of the cosmos. When you look at the Antikythera mechanism today, it's hard not to draw parallels with modern technology. Its gear trains resemble the logic of modern mechanical computing: input, calculation, and output. Like a computer, it took information, the passage of time, and processed it into predictions and patterns humans could understand. In a way, it represents the very beginning of the human desire to model the universe through machines. From this ancient bronze device to the smartphones in our pockets, the journey of computation has been one of continuous curiosity and innovation. The Antikythera mechanism reminds us of something powerful: that genius isn't limited by time. It shows that ancient civilizations weren't primitive. They were inventive, observant, and deeply connected to the cosmos. Their understanding of science and engineering still echoes in the technologies we use today. And while much of their knowledge may have been lost, the discovery of this ancient computer stands as proof that our ancestors were far more advanced than history often gives them credit for. Perhaps, hidden beneath the sands or seas, there are still more inventions waiting to rewrite what we know about our past and our future. If you enjoyed exploring the mystery of the Antikythera mechanism, don't forget to like, subscribe, and join us next time as we uncover more ancient inventions that shaped our world. Because the past still has secrets, and we're here to reveal them.